Full disclosure, I am not a fan of MMOs, third-person shooters, over-the-top grind fests, or space operas. And yet Warframe, an MMO third-person shooter, over-the-top grind fest space opera, is my new favorite game. How the hell did I get into it?
Warning, warning.
This is not a beginner's guide to Warframe. If you're looking for a beginner's guide, I've linked to one in the description below on how to get good quickly. This is a video instead for those people who have been interested in Warframe and considered playing it, but like me, thought it sounded a whole lot like a throwaway line on a bad sitcom. Dagnabbit, Jimmy won't stop playing Warframe on his Nintendo box. Bajanga. So how did I, in the course of 2 weeks, go from I guess I gotta play Warframe to I gotta get home so I can pet my space dog? You should really check this game out. And if you're as hesitant as I was, here are 5 things that will help you get into Warframe. Number 1, think of it as a farming game. And I don't mean like Stardew Valley farming. Actually, I do mean like Stardew Valley. In both Stardew Valley and Warframe, I was thrown into a complex game with lots of mechanics that I didn't necessarily understand at first, given a ton of resources that I misused for the first few hours of the game, was left to my own devices to grind through early days just getting my bearings, and eventually turned into a terrible killing machine. Beyond the fighting and mission grind, Warframe is really a game about collecting resources so you can build better weapons and warframes. If you collect too many resources or mods, you can sell those off so you can make your farm better, your frame better, whatever I'm talking about. It's a bit of a stretch of a comparison, but it was the first thing that made me really click with Warframe. So if you're like me, think of it as Stardew Valley, but in space and with guns. Starpew Valley. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quitting public life. See you never. Number 2, stick to the main missions. In Warframe, it's really easy to get caught up playing a variety of missions and exploring the map. This game doesn't have the best tutorial and it doesn't explain its mechanics very well, but if you're playing through the main missions, it kind of gives you guidelines, so that way if you're making mistakes, you're at least making mistakes in the right direction. And also, one of the main missions has you building a space dog. This is my space dog. Her name is Charlize. She's very big and she looks like a bat. I love her. Number 3, bullet jump a lot. This game looks pretty hectic. Every time I watched videos of high-level Warframe play, my first thought was, what? But for such a hectic looking game, it feels so smooth. One part in particular feels very good, and that's the bullet jump. It's when you crouch and then jump. In those 2 movements, when you link them together, it eventually looks like this. You move so quickly, and yet it never feels like you're losing control. In the early game, when I was getting paired with people who were way stronger than I was, I got really good at bullet jumping, because they'd be tearing through the enemies, and I was just trying to keep up. So in the early levels, when you feel like you can't help out much with the fighting, at least the bullet jumping will keep you occupied. Number 4, get into it with other people who are also getting into it. I realize this is way easier said than done. I've been playing this game for nearly 30 hours, and I still feel like a beginner. And that can be a pretty hard sell to someone, especially if they don't think they can make that big of a commitment. Pause for just one moment, because I just said that I've been playing for 30 hours and I still feel like a beginner. I also have not spent $1 on this game. Anyway, unpause. But if you're goofing around with friends who also have no idea what's going on and all of you have wiki pages opened and forum posts, it kind of gives you a fun sense of camaraderie as you're trying to find nanospores on whatever planet they're on. Learning together is the best experience in a video game. And if you can't find friends to play with you, maybe instead, number 5, join a clan. There are tons of good clans. And joining one will give you access to blueprints for weapons and a great community of people. So far, everyone I've met has been incredibly kind and very willing to help out when I have no idea what I'm doing. And if you're worried about joining just any old clan, might I suggest joining Brumpo's Smell Emporium? It's my clan, and I made it after accidentally pressing enter because I like to jump into things that are very intense with no context or qualifications. For real, when I started this clan, I met so many great new people who were willing to help me get get up and running on a game that they have been enjoying for years. It's been a lovely experience, and I would love to return that favor to you if you maybe say are trying to get into Warframe and have watched this entire video. Also, they let you rename the hierarchies in your clan, so maybe someday you'll get promoted to Executive Smeller, or maybe even Terry. Play Warframe. It's a really wonderful game when you get into it, and I just gave you 5 ways to do just that. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to Polygon for more content like this.